What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Got a review for you. We're going to be taking a look at the Raccoon from Vosteed, but this one is a little special. Let's get into it. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do some size comparisons. We'll check the profile out, and then we'll do a weight just to see where this one's coming in at, and then we'll jump into my thoughts and impressions. So let's really quick do some size comparisons. Here is the Raccoon against the Spyderco Para 3. You can see it's very comparable. I would call this a small to medium knife. And here it is against the Spyderco Shaman, which is more full size for sure. Let's do a couple more. We're going to pull out a couple of budget knives. Here it is against the Vision FG by Civivi, which I consider to be a little bit more full size. I think I got those pivots lined up just on the cups of full size, but the ergos make a big difference as well. And then here it is against the Miguron Moriarl, which I also consider to be more medium. So more of a medium-sized knife, as you can tell, against the Moriarl, less on that small side. Let's do some profile comparisons. Since it is more in line with the medium knives, we're going to leave the Moriarl out, and then we're going to bring the Para 3 out here as well, just to give you an idea for the thickness of the knife. The Moriarl being more of the thicker of the three on the table. You can see here that the Vosteed is just a skosh thinner, just a little bit thinner, and then it should be in line with the Para 3, I believe. Yeah, so very similar to the thickness that you see here on the Para 3. Let's grab the scale really quick. Sorry, it's a little dusty. I haven't had a chance to do my cleaning today. I actually do that today. So when we're done here recording, we'll be cleaning. 3.4 ounces. So hitting all the bars, hitting all the marks that you normally see for a knife from, China at this price point. No surprises there. Let's jump into my thoughts and impressions. This is the second or third time I've reviewed a Raccoon because they've done different variants. This one here being a collab with the Crispy Donut Community Group. This may be sold out by the time this gets published, but if you like the Raccoon, White Mountain Knives is doing an exclusive with them where they have like Frag Micarta, and I think there's another exclusive out there perhaps, but I'll leave all that linked down there. I am an affiliate with Vosteed, so going to their website really helps me a lot. Well, it helps the channel. It allows me to be able to buy other knives to do reviews, to do giveaways in my lives. I do like one a month typically, depending on how that fund comes in from those links that you use. But back to the knife. I wanted to do this one because I haven't done their crossbar lock. So this is an update to the Raccoon that I haven't been able to check out yet. The one that I had done before, the ones that I had done before were their button lock variants, which I really like. I think for everyday carry, this is a great size. I can get all four fingers in here with the front finger being in the cutout, but it does put you a little bit further back away from the edge of the blade. I find that I mostly use the knife kind of in a medium choke up position here. I'm still hanging off the back a little bit, but that's where I found like is the sweet spot for this, and it kind of lets the middle finger almost fully rest into that forward finger choil. It has a great feel to it. It's very comfortable to hold in hand. The pocket clip, even though it is fold over deep carry style, is not, but the way that it lands in the hand when you're choked up, it is all the way back off the hand, so you don't feel that at all, making it super comfortable. Even when you fall back here, you do feel it, but it actually lands really well for me in the inside of the hand. So I enjoy that comfort, and the ergos are really solid. Good thickness. The G10 does have some texturing to it, and the little carve outs for the sprinkles help with that, making it very confident in hand. Very easy to grip onto. I like that a lot. It has 14C28N, which is one of my favorite budget steels. It holds a good edge. It lasts a good while. It's very easy to strop and maintain if you're not into sharpening. But if you wanted to learn to sharpen, this is a good steel to do that on because it's going to take an edge really fast and it's going to help build your confidence and that you are doing the right method when you get that edge on there. So this has a really good factory edge. I have a piece of paper out here from something I was demonstrating earlier that I didn't finish cutting on because it had such a bad edge. But Vosteed always has a really, really good edge on their knives. I mean, that's super impressive for a knife that comes in at under $60. 14C28N. You get your choice of getting, I believe, G10 and or micarta. I don't think they offer anything in aluminum just yet, but really impressive performance for $60. I really feel like this hits on all the marks. Now let's talk a little bit about the crossbar lock. I saved that to circle back to. I like the crossbar lock on here. I've handled a couple of Vosteeds with crossbar locks, and they have really good studs for the crossbar lock. It has a nice heavy detent. Reminds me a lot of what Kaiser's doing over there. And then on this one here, if I recall correctly, I don't think it has a ton of adjustment to it. And I'm trying to get the lighting so I can see it. Yeah, this one doesn't have any adjustment to it. It just has one pinhole right here, which I know I'm not going to be able to get to show up on camera, and it's tuned perfect. Like you don't need the adjustment that you're seeing on a lot of the knives. You can fail it, but you really got to be like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Not putting any effort into it. Um, while I have handled this a little bit and I've carried it a little bit, because I had the other Raccoon, I didn't carry it and use it as much as I had because I had a previous model of this one, so I knew I could talk to it. So I really wanted to focus on the crossbar lock. Check out the full review for the Raccoon for like a more in-depth review, but it's really well done. And honestly, I like it a lot better with this crossbar lock mechanism on here. I feel like it's a stronger lock. You can use the lock without having to put the fingers in the blade path, which is the same with the button lock. It's not a big difference from that, but I feel like this one's going to be stronger, more reliable for using it in a little bit of a harder situation. So if this is a size that you like and it's a model that's attractive to you, that crossbar lock is going to make it so that if you are breaking down boxes, cutting rope, out in the field using this a little bit harder, you know, because you may want to only spend $60 on a knife where you're going to take it out and abuse it. It's going to perform really well, but you're probably going to need to strop it a little bit more often, just because 14C28N, while it is a tough steel and it does resist corrosion, it doesn't hold an edge like a super steel will. So you would just need to, you know, probably sharpen it once a month or, you know, strop it each day when you got home. And really, that's not that big a deal if you're using your knife regularly. This is going to do that just fine. Now, when I did get this out of the box and it looks like it's probably moved a little bit again, I have noticed that the steel liners on the inside, they feel like they're a little bit thin because no matter how much I adjust and tighten it down, it seems like the blade wants to move around a little bit on me. Not awful, and it's not rubbing, but it's definitely favoring the pocket clip side right now, and I'm not sure what it is that I'm doing that causes the blade to move around that much. I don't know if it's just that because I've been fidgeting with it. Yeah, and it's still locked up solid. So it moves a little bit, and I think that has to do with the fact that it's probably, I don't know if this is G10 or FRN. So my editor might have to throw that on there. I think it's G10. I'm looking for the grains on that, but actually it might be FRN. I don't see the grain that you normally see with like a G10. Um, but it might be G10. Actually, looking at the material side by side in this lighting, this is definitely G10 on the Moyarl. Um, I'm pretty sure this is G10, so I'm kind of surprised that it moves that much because G10 is usually pretty rigid. It's not much though. It just has like a little bit of play, and it could also be because it's a crossbar lock knife versus a button lock maybe. But I usually don't have crossbar lock blades move that much. What do you think about the Raccoon with the crossbar lock? And are you feeling the Crispy Donut Community collab that you're seeing here in front of you? I did grab this because I like the guys over there and I wanted to support them. I think it's really cool what they're doing. Fun designs and styles and different flavors, and I love that they're making them affordable, because I think if they were trying to do a bunch of these with premium releases, they probably wouldn't be as big of a draw. I think this is more fun for people who like to collect budget knives, or that this would probably be what they're willing to spend on something that had like a sprinkle theme on the handles. But that's just my take. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'd love to hear y'all's feedback, and I know others read the comments. I see other people make comments on top of the original comments that you make down in the sections below. Shout out and thanks to everyone out there that supports the channel by leaving likes, comments, and being subscribed. I appreciate all the support. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.